Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to a new video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can grow your arms bigger. Now, this is a common question I get asked. A lot of people ask me how I managed to grow my arms really big. So I just thought that this video might provide a lot of value. Now, before we break down the steps and I give you the secrets to unlocking the code behind building bigger arms and maximizing your gains, I would just like to briefly introduce myself, just for those of you who are new to the channel and you might not know what I really do. So first and foremost, my name is Oluwagbemileke Afolabiduile.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
What is your name?
My name?
Yes, your name.
My name na Osas.
Pardon? Come again.
Osas.
I mean, what is your name? Your name, Afagi.
Or I'm also known as King Lee the Juggernaut. I'm from Ireland and I am just trying to really get a big name in the fitness industry. I just feel like from Ireland it's really tough to sort of get recognition. So I'll be willing to put in extra work on top of the hard work I'm already putting in order for me to get where I want to be. I'm just some sort of well, you could say a fitness enthusiast or some sort of influencer or whatever way you want to put it. That's what I'm trying to be. And I just appreciate if you could all show some support to my videos and also my Instagram. And by showing support, you could like this video, you could subscribe, and I'll be very happy, because I just see this as a full-time hobby. I actually enjoy doing this. I actually want to start making more videos and start posting consistently. When it comes to school, I absolutely hate school. I just dread school the most. I hate it with a passion. I can't even put words to describe how much I hate school. But I do see the importance, but I don't need school to get where I want to be. Obviously, I work hard with school. That's plan A, and I'm sort of using this as plan B. So yeah, please just support me or else.
You will end up in McDonald's.
Imagine if I had to do my leave insert, oh no, man, nah, not happening, not happening. Never was gonna happen. So I just got lucky with lockdown. So yeah, it is what it is. The first step is to drink a sufficient amount of water. I can't actually stress how important water is. Water makes approximately 2/3 of your body weight. This is what's going to control your electrolytes. That's why you notice when you're well hydrated, you always get a good pump. You want to really be well hydrated so you can pump as much glycogen, oxygen, and blood into your muscles. And that's what's going to increase your blood flow and give you a better pump when you're training. So when I'm training arms, I always make sure I drink a lot of water, and that way when I'm training, I'm actually going to get the most out of it. Not only that, but water is going to aid to speed up your recovery. So that's going to help you to actually build muscles faster, and this applies to any prime movers or any muscle part that you're training. Water can increase your gains. come? I'm not making any gains yet. Well, yeah, it doesn't mean that the minute you drink a lot of water, you're gonna like start seeing so much results. This is just something that's gonna help with your training, and like it's about really staying consistent, because like I've been training for about over 5 years now. Like to get my arms from this to this took a lot of consistent work. Come here. Come here. Ha! Step number 2 is you might want to be in a caloric surplus, meaning that you eat more calories than you burn. And the reason behind this is because if your goal is to increase the mass of your arms, you're actually going to need like enough food in order for your arms to actually grow. Let's say if you're a hard gainer and you're someone who finds it tough to add weight, like you're one of those, skinny teenagers, then you're going to want to try and be eating a lot on top of your training in order for your arms to grow. But if you feel you're already good with adding on size and you have enough muscle mass, then just eat like within your caloric maintenance, or you can do a deficit if you're just looking to get like more leanness in your arms. Also, I would definitely recommend you to do a lean bulk. Please don't do a dirty bulk. Like I could actually explain the reasons why you shouldn't do a dirty bulk. Like in another video, I could talk about the difference between lean bulking and a dirty bulk. But for now, I just recommend you to do a lean bulk. The next step is to choose your exercises wisely and perform them correctly. You'd sort of want to prioritize like more of the effective exercises more than the least effective exercises, and know which exercises you need more of. Like let's say like targeting your weak points, because your weak points is what you're actually going to need to train more than other points. Now for instance, let's take a look at the arms. So you notice that the triceps are the biggest muscle part in your arms. They take up more space than your biceps do. That's the whole reason why when I go to the gym and I'm training arms, I do about 60% of triceps and I save the remaining 40% for biceps. Because that way, when I'm training my triceps, that's what's gonna push my biceps more to the surface and actually make my biceps appear to look bigger as well. So you really want to prioritize triceps a bit more than biceps. So there are 3 main heads that make up your triceps. That is the medial, lateral, and the long head. So you want to do different particular exercises that target all of those spots. So for your long head, you'd want to focus on exercises such as dumbbell kickbacks or dumbbell extensions. And then for your lateral head, you'd want to do exercises such as like row push downs. You could do like weighted dips or diamond push-ups. And then for your medial head, from exercises like close grip bench. So for your biceps, there's the long head, the short head, and the brachialis. A good exercise for your arms, as you probably know, are like curls. You can do T-bar curls, and you can like superset them with like dumbbell hammer curls. And like I feel like a lot more people should be doing more of the hammer curls, because that's very good for your brachialis, and not much people really do certain exercises like the hammer curls. And then another exercise I think that's very good for arms is the cable curls, because the cable curls sort of creates this resistance which puts more emphasis on your arms, and that's what's kind of helped my arms to grow more since I've been doing them. Also, don't forget to train the peak of your biceps. I usually like to train the peak of my biceps like at the end of my workout. I feel like it's a great like finisher. So you can even do just exercises like the preacher curls, or let's say even something like the arm blaster that the famous one and only Arnold Schwarzenegger would use. And that's probably the whole reason why his biceps were very big, because they'd use these a lot more like in the 80s. Even if you don't use the arm blaster, I can show you a little hack you can do. So let's say even without the arm blaster, you can slightly lean your elbows and your shoulders directly in front of your chest as you're curling. as you're curling, you're gonna like feel it a lot more in the peak of your biceps. All these exercises I've shown you is gonna help your arms to grow, but you will also want to do exercises specifically for your forearms, just so like your whole arms are in proportion, and it'll also contribute to your biceps and your triceps. Some good exercises for your forearms would be like you know, the reverse curls, some wrist extensions, or some wrist curls. Alright, so the next step I want to talk about is progressive overload. So what is progressive overload? Progressive overload is like you're constantly like adding more and more weight as you're going along with your sets. So for instance, like it's like if I start warming up with, let's say, a 50 bench press, like I'll be gradually adding like maybe about 10 to 20 kgs for each set. You're going up like, you know, by 5 to 10% increase, and that's drastically gonna like trick your muscles into growing, because your body might not be used to that type of training, and that's a great way to maximize your gains. There are a number of different ways you can do progressive overload. The typical way can be like lifting heavy. Now when I mean heavy, I don't mean ego lifting like this. Yeah, so you know your limits. I mean heavy enough that you can control it for maybe about 3 to 5 reps. And yeah, you're gonna like break down, you know, a lot of muscle fibers. And when your muscle fibers break down, they're gonna like grow back stronger than the previous time, you know, through protein synthesis. Now, another way that you can progressively overload is by changing the tempo of your reps. Now, what I mean by this is, take for instance, you're doing the strict curls. You're really gonna focus on bringing it up slowly. You can count to 3 on your way up. And when you're doing the negative, really focus on those eccentrics and bring it down while counting to 5 and squeezing your muscles. And that's what's gonna sort of create a mind to muscle connection. And like you're gonna actually feel that sort of burn kick in, you know, like all that lactic acid is gonna build up in your arms, and that's what's gonna help your muscles to grow, and thus it's gonna like create more stimulus. Another way you can progressively overload is by increasing volume. So what I mean by this is, let's say your arms are weak point. You can maybe train arms twice a week, and that's probably going to give you a better chance of growing your arms. And if you're still not seeing much results, then maybe you can like add like an extra half an hour to your arm workouts, and like maybe focus more on the exercises you haven't been doing previously, and you should be more likely to actually improve your arms then. Step number 5, staying consistent. Consistency is key. Like, this is a long process. It's not going to happen overnight. So you need to visualize your goals, and then you have to say to yourself, what are you going to do in order for you to reach those goals? And like, this is something that's going to be more, you know, sort of long term. So after implementing all of these strategies, even if you're not kind of seeing the results that you want, don't be discouraged. Just like keep going, because like it's going to take a while for you to start seeing improvements, and like you have to just keep going. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe. Like, don't leave that button red. Come on, you've watched the video. It's only going to take you 1 second. But if you have any suggestions of any videos you'd like to see, then please let me know. You can put them in the comments, and yeah, I'll try to like keep posting as much as possible and giving you guys the type of content that you enjoy the most. So thanks guys.